Okay, so now I've got the two pieces of card the same size. I'm going to look on my Egyptian research sheet that we did in our first lesson, and I'm going to look at my favourite symbol here. And we're going to keep one of these for the back, so we're going to write our name and class on the back, so we know whose is the stamp, and there has to be just 2 levels to this stamp, okay? So I'm looking at, so that's going to be my background, and this is going to be this bit here. So if I turn it portrait, it will make more sense. So I can see here that I've got the ears, and so I'm going to draw those on. I'm going to draw the back of the head. I'm going to draw the bit that, I think this is the back of the neck, that draws down here, like that. And then it's got a little collar, so I'm going to draw that. Then the face, this is going to be quite tricky. You might want to separate it into separate sections. Okay, so this goes all the way down in one piece, but I'm going to see how the cutting goes for that. Okay, and then I've got my eye, and I can try and do the eyebrow as well. And then we've got 2 separate sections here. And then we've got these long bits which look like hair or a mane. So what you're doing is you're marking out the bit that you're going to cut and glue on to here. Okay, so now you've marked it out, the next thing you're going to do is to cut it. So this is where you can edit it if it becomes really tricky. So I'm gonna, like I did with my, it's like making a jigsaw puzzle really, isn't it? I'm gonna cut the 2 strips like that, and then I'm gonna put that in the place where I want it to be. So when I glue it in place, I know that is going to, I know where that piece is meant to be. Careful, because you can flick and lose things. I'm only using a board pen just so you can see it on the video, but you can obviously mark it out in pencil or pencil crayon, depending on what you've got on your table or what equipment you've got with you. So there's my little collar. This is going to be tricky, so I'm going to cut that to get rid of it from there, so it's easier to maneuver around a smaller piece of card like this. Trim that off, get inside there. Now we don't expect these to be perfect, but back in Egyptian times they weren't perfect and they took a lot longer than we're going to have to do this. So that's the face bit. It's just learning a new technique. So the ears, I think that is on my kind of Sphinx shape. Okay, so this tests out your motor skills, your cutting skills. So that can go up there. And then I've got the eye. I think that's going to be really tricky to cut out. Let's have a look. Making it slightly bigger. There's the eye. So I think this is the easiest way to do it anyway. So this is the back of the shape there. Mine's a bit fatter than my drawing. And then we've got the hair bits. And I don't know if I'm going to make it with the eyebrow. They can all have a little bit of a trim as well. So it will probably take you a bit longer than me to cut all of yours out. Obviously, the more detail it has in it, the better the print will make. Or the more detailed the print will make. Okay, so we've got the hair, got the eye, and I don't know if I can find the eyebrow, but maybe I can just trim a little bit of this. So it's a bit of trimming. So you need to cut it out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to glue it onto our base.